at first that you would address some of those issues. Unfortunately, other than the clarification of what 60 days means, which was definitely nebulous, instead of addressing that process part, which I think is really important, you instead chose to make it more difficult for citizens to come forward with a charter amendment proposal. Not only more difficult, but virtually impossible. It took 2 years for each of the 3 charter amendments that we'll be talking about today to get to this point. It's not easy to get 15,000 signatures. I got over 1,000 of the single-member district signatures myself. I know how hard it is. And I do understand that when you use paid petition gatherers, that it's not going to be 15,000, it's going to be closer to 40,000 in some cases. I think putting a time frame of 2 years or 1 general election cycle on it is grossly unfair, quite frankly. I think putting a time frame on it is not necessarily unfair, because right now there's no time frame. So we have no bounds around any of the process. I think going from 5% to 10% sets a bar that is just too high. You quote that 10% is sort of the norm across the state, but that's not what this chart says. This chart says that 8 counties have 10%, 3 counties have 5%, just the way we do. 5 counties have 7%, 1 has 7.5%, 1 has 8%, 1 has 30%. So again, the way I see this proposal is that it's designed specifically to make it difficult, if not impossible, for citizens to come forward and propose an amendment to the charter. Now, I'd like to see you clarify the language in this section. As I've said, I'd like to see changes to the charter that make the Charter Review Board actually function for the public. But I don't want to see changes that make it virtually impossible for citizens to propose changes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.